Real Madrid 2, Mallorca 1. The score suggests it was quite a close game, but it really wasn't. We had disallowed goals. Real Madrid had dominated this game. I thought we played great. Great start to the season. 3 wins out of 3. It's true we've had quite easy opposition so far, but yeah, let's get into the game. Actually, domination is quite a strong word. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a fire alarm going on outside. Now, forget the fires. Yeah, domination is quite a strong word because Mallorca did have some great chances to score. And actually, I thought towards the end of the game, we were looking a bit tired. And I think that's why Trevor Alonso tried to freshen the team up in the second half. But we'll get into that a bit more now anyway. I think I got carried away in the intro because we won. And I'm always excited when Real Madrid win. So, yeah, let's get into it. So the starting lineup of the game was as expected, really. Only Franco Mastantuono was a surprise. It's amazing how much trust this kid's got already. He didn't even play in the Club World Cup because he only joined up with the team a couple of weeks ago. And yet he's already starting for us, ahead of Brahim Diaz, ahead of Rodrigo. And this was the first game where I really saw his talent on show because his debut and last week, were good cameos, good performances, but they weren't they weren't dominant. He didn't really do anything that amazed me. But in this game, there was a few plays, a few little twists and turns, and a few little nutmegs that he done where you go, okay, this kid has got talent. There's something about him. His confidence is great. And he works his arse off as well. He's constantly running up and down, tracking. He's pressing. He's a machine in that regard. Actually, having him, Fede Valverde on the right side will really help Trent because those two will run constantly for Trent. That's quite a good threesome we've got over there on that side now. But I was impressed with Franco's performance. His movement as well. He's really intelligent with his movement. He doesn't just hold the lines and stay out wide. He drifts in. He gets involved in the build-up play. He makes late runs into the box. He seems to be a smart player. So yeah, so impressed with this kid. The game started off then with one of the many disallowed goals. I don't even remember how many disallowed goals there were in this game. As we talk about it more, I'm sure that the number will come to me. But I can remember 2 from Mbappe alone. And the first disallowed goal was so close to being disallowed. Fantastic play from Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was also his first game where I really could see his talent on show. He had a couple of assists in the Club World Cup, but they were crosses, and many players can put in a decent cross. But here, Trent's vision. There were 2 passes in particular he made in that first half, which were just incredible and something that not too many other defenders would have been able to do. So yeah, I thought Trent had a really exciting first half, but we conceded from a set piece, and this has been our weakness for. I mean, I want to say for the last 20 years. I mean, for as long as I can remember, Real Madrid always seem to have a weakness when it comes to defending set pieces. I don't know if that's just because all teams would have a weakness. I mean, if a cross is great, there isn't too much you can do. You can set yourself up very well, but if someone puts a ball in the box and the defender's got a run on them and it's a decent ball, it's always going to be difficult to defend. But I've never understood why we don't have someone on the line. So many goals could be stopped with a defender on the line. Alvaro Carreras was in the picture frame for the replay of the goal, and he's marking no one. He's literally doing nothing. If he's just stood on the line, there's a good chance he stops that from going out. I don't understand why that doesn't happen. But the response to that was fantastic, and another player who I was very impressed with, maybe my man of the match, was Alvaro Carreras. What a ball he put in for the goal, for Huijsen's flick onto Gula. He had a fantastic game. He was so confident. He's great on the ball. He constantly drives forward. He makes overlapping runs. I really don't see any flaws to his game so far. It's amazing how quickly he's slotted into this team because he looks like our number 1 left back now already. And of course, Gula got the opening goal. Probably it's between him or Tchouaméni, I would say, that are the 2 players that are the most improved under Xabi Alonso so far. It's great that he got the goal. He deserves it because he worked tirelessly this game. I even like some of the bad tackles that he was doing because it's a part of his game that he's learning and he's adapting. So he made quite a lot of tackles in this game. And yeah, he's just becoming a complete midfielder now at this point. Vinny, beautiful goal. I really thought he fucked it up and he should have passed. But he took it with his weak foot. Fantastic play from Vinny. I mean, that is a world-class goal that he scored there. Yeah, and great response for Real Madrid from Real Madrid after being a goal down. I still think we are lacking a controlling midfielder, though. I do still think that we are a little bit end to end at times, and yeah, not having that Tony Kroos type of midfielder. I don't know if it's going to hurt us or not towards the end of the season, but yeah. As the second half came into play, I think it was a bit apparent the lack of kind of fitness or the lack of pre-season this team had, and we really had with the Club World Cup a kind of a makeshift pre-season, and especially because it's Alonso's first pre-season, I think that was unfortunate. But that should improve, of course, as the season goes on. And now, even though I hate the international break, especially this international break, because we just got the football back and now we're going on a pointless international break again. But this will be good for Xavi because just gives him more time to work with the players that are not going to be on international duty at least. So I think none of the Brazilians have been called up. If I'm maybe Ancelotti's called up Vini, but I'm pretty sure Militao and Rodrigo haven't been called up. So yeah, it'll just give Xavi Alonso more time to work with them. In the second half, both Trent and Alvaro Carreras made two unbelievable last-ditch interceptions, I suppose you can call them. Very well followed in by both of those players, because if they had switched off for a moment, the attacking players from Mallorca would have had an open goal. So great defending from those two. Yeah, I'm just looking at my notes. That's why I keep looking down there, because I'm very professional and I write notes. What else? So yeah, I just wrote Mbappe. It's not really helpful, but I know what I was trying to say with that. And Mbappe is on fire. Even though he had two disallowed goals, he took them beautifully. And every time he's in front of goal right now, I feel like he's going to score. He's in prime form right now. I mean, this is we can easily see another 40-plus goal season from Mbappe. And if he can do that, then our chances, of course, of winning silverware are much increased. And of course, in the second half, there was a third goal disallowed, which was by Gula. And that I'm not sure about, to be honest. I mean, although I think it did hit his arms or his hands were literally here, and the guy smashed it from pretty close range at him. I'm not sure if that was that should have been disallowed personally. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think on that one if anyone is interested to chat, of course. I did want to mention as well the pressing. I thought the press, especially in the first half, I was a little bit disappointed with the press. I don't know if Xabi Alonso is going to compromise a little bit, because it obviously with Vinicius and Mbappe, I'm not sure if we really set up to press. And I feel like in the top games against the Cities, the Liverpools, he might revert to a little bit more of like an Ancelotti style, where we sit back a little bit and we kind of wait until the opponents are in around the halfway line before we really start to press. Because yeah, Mallorca a few times in that first half played through quite easily, and that was a little bit worrying. And yeah, whilst we could have definitely scored 4 or 5 goals that game, and I think we completely deserved to win, Mallorca had their chances, and that's a little bit worrying, because obviously even though we've kept 2 clean sheets so far this season, I'm still not convinced with the domination that we're shown at the moment. But it could also be the lack of fitness, because, like I said, we didn't really have a pre-season. So overall, I'm still very happy with how the team's performing under Xavi. It'll be interesting to see what happens when we come up against the top teams, because if we do struggle, I wonder if Xavi's going to move away from the 4-3-3, because I'm still not convinced by Mbappe and Vini's partnership, and maybe we need to switch to a diamond or perhaps a 3 at the back, because I didn't watch Bayer Leverkusen that much, but one thing I remember from that Xavi Alonso team is they kind of overloaded the midfield and they pressed a lot, and there was a lot of energy, and that allowed them to dominate. And in this team at the moment, we just don't seem to have that Xavi ball, as it's called at the moment. But yeah, it's still early to say, of course. What else from this game? There's not too much more to say, to be honest. So yeah, I can kind of wrap it up there. But I suppose another point I wanted to make is Mbappe. When is he going to learn to time his runs a little bit better? The first goal he was offside for was very close. That really was very close. I have no blame at all. But the second goal that he was offside for, the chip, he was so far offside. And I know it's his not his natural position playing in number 9, but it is his second season playing this role now. And for a world-class talent, you've got to learn to read the line a bit. I mean, yeah, that's still something that he lacks a little bit in his game, I think. But yeah, great win. Happy with the 3 points. Let's hope Barcelona slip up. And not too much more to say. I think the team is still showing a bit of fatigue, especially in the second half. Maybe that will come as the players get fitter and back into a more of a routine. But yeah, not a dominating performance, but a good performance from Real Madrid. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone.